Hello everyone, my name is Avery Barbie and I'm going to tell you about the Rainbow Roundtable. The Rainbow Roundtable's mission statement is that the Rainbow Roundtable of the American Library Association is committed to serving the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, pansexual, genderqueer, queer, intersex, agender, asexual, and ally professional communities and populations at large. We are committed to encouraging and supporting the free and necessary access to information as reflected in the mission and priorities of the American Library Association. The purpose of the Rainbow Roundtable is to improve the quality and quantity of LGBTQIA+ library materials, to develop, promote, and defend unrestricted access to LGBTQIA+ materials for all library users, to eliminate job discrimination against LGBTQIA+ individuals, to advocate for LGBTQIA+ librarians, archivists, library staff, information specialists, and library users, to support other underrepresented and disadvantaged groups working for adequate representation and equal opportunity within the ALA, and to work with outside groups to achieve equal rights for LGBTQIA+ people. Here is a brief history of the Rainbow Roundtable. This all started in 1970 when a task force on gay liberation was formed at the ALA annual conference, and this became the foundation for the nation's first LGBT professional organization. Then in 1971, at the annual conference, the task force announced the first winner of the Gay Book Award, given to A Place for Us by Isabel Miller. Again in 1995, this was the 25th anniversary, and they had a celebration with a gala at the ALA annual conference. And at this time, the task force changed its name to the Gay, Lesbian, and Bisexual Task Force. Later, in 1999, on June 30th, the GLBTF was promoted to Round Table Statue and became the Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, Transgender Roundtable. Then, most recently in 2019, the Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, Transgender Roundtable was renamed as the Rainbow Roundtable that we know today. The Rainbow Roundtable puts out multiple awards each year, the first being the Rainbow Roundtable Award for Political Activism. There is also the Larry Romans Mentorship Award, and we have the Stonewall Book Awards, which include the Barbara Giddings Literature Award, the Israel Fishman Nonfiction Award, the Mike Morgan and Larry Romans Children's and Young Adult Literature Awards, and the Newland Simons Award for Excellence. Here is some additional information about the Stonewall Book Awards. This is the first award for LGBTQIA+ books, and it became an official ALA award in 1986. Now, there are three main categories for this award, including literature, nonfiction, children, and young adult. This award is, of course, named after the infamous Stonewall riots, and anyone is able to suggest a title for either of these three categories by going online. So you may be wondering, why should I join the Rainbow Roundtable? Well, this happens to be the nation's first LGBTQIA professional organization and is home for the LGBTQIA+ community and their allies. and the Rainbow Roundtable is committed to the information needs of the LGBTQIA+ professional library community, including librarians and users. Now, if you choose to join membership in the Rainbow Roundtable, you should know that the annual dues are $15 for a regular member, but if you are a student, your dues are only $5 a year. Now, since this is a round table under the ALA, there is, of course, a requirement to be a member of the ALA before you can join the Rainbow Roundtable. And if you are a new member or you're returning after taking some time off, there is a buddy program that pairs new members with active members of the Rainbow Roundtable for one conference cycle. And though the partnership with this buddy program ends after that first year, people are still encouraged to keep those connections going after that year is up. The Rainbow Roundtable has put together a set of professional tools for users, which includes interactive maps to find LGBTQ+ bookstores, libraries, and archives. You can have access to the Rainbow Roundtable news. They've also put together book and media reviews of items that contain LGBTQIA+ themes or are by LGBTQIA+ authors. They've put together multiple bibliographies to help users find books and items that are related to different sections of the LGBTQIA+ umbrella. And they have a catalog of resources for librarians that give librarians information on how to catalog and classify LGBTQIA+ items, advice for how to develop their collections, and resources for legal and public services, which might be of need for our users and even possibly for our librarian staff. Since the Rainbow Roundtable has a commitment to advocacy and issues, they have put together a toolkit that is titled Open to All, Serving the GLBT Community in Your Library. This toolkit gives librarians help with how to meet the needs of the GLBT library user. And within that, they include pertinent terminology so that librarians know the correct words to be using with different groups and what the different terms mean. They also include practice tips for library services, ideas for outreach and partnerships, a list of ideas for programming so that librarians know how they can incorporate the different events that happen throughout the year that support and affirm the LGBTQIA+ community. They also have guidance and direction on how to develop library collections and guides on how to catalog and label books, and also a GLBT library staff, meaning this is going to include for librarians on how to treat their LGBTQIA+ staff so that everyone feels safe and included inside of the library. The Rainbow Roundtable has two main publications. There's the Rainbow Roundtable News, which comes out on a weekly basis, and you can visit the link included to subscribe for updates. There's also a newsletter collection that includes all of the past issues from the spring of 1988 until now. One of the nice things about the Rainbow Roundtable is that they have put together book lists that librarians and library users alike can access to help diversify their collection. First, we have 10 titles for a basic nonfiction GLBT collection. There's also the Rainbow Book List, which includes LGBTQIA+ titles for young readers. And for adult readers, there is Over the Rainbow Book List. And since so many books get nominated for the Stonewall Book Award, there's also a list so that users can see the books that have been recommended and the books that have gotten the award or been an honorable mention each year. To summarize, the Rainbow Roundtable has put together a variety of resources to help librarians diversify their collections and learn how to better serve their LGBTQIA+ patrons and staff. Their most notable contribution to libraries is the Stonewall Book Awards. It's helpful that the annual membership dues are so low, as it's unclear what, if any, additional supports are provided to members only.